Imagine sitting across from your doctor and hearing the words you've been dreading your entire life. Your memory tests are showing early signs of Alzheimer's. For millions of seniors and their families, that moment feels like a door slamming shut forever. But today, that door may finally be opening again, because scientists have just shared something that is giving doctors and researchers around the world genuine reason for hope. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what that means for you and the people you love. Stay with me. This one is important. First, let's talk about what we're actually dealing with. Alzheimer's affects millions of seniors across America, and for decades, it felt like medicine had no real answer. Doctors could slow it slightly. They could manage the symptoms, but they couldn't stop it. They couldn't reverse what was happening inside the brain. And the reason for that is something scientists have only recently begun to fully understand. Alzheimer's isn't just one problem happening in one place. It's multiple problems happening all at once. Inflammation, damaged cell connections, insulin resistance, toxic buildup. The brain is under attack from several directions at the same time. So the question researchers kept asking was, what if there was something that could fight all of those problems together? Well, recent research has given us a stunning answer, and the drug at the center of it is called Liraglutide. Now, you may not have heard that name before, but it's been used safely for years to treat diabetes and weight-related conditions in adults. It belongs to a family of medications called GLP-1s, the same family behind some of the most talked-about drugs of the last few years. But what scientists discovered when they turned their attention to the brain completely changed the conversation. A clinical trial studied patients with mild Alzheimer's over the course of a year. Half received liraglutide, half did not. And what the scans showed afterward was remarkable. The patients who took liraglutide had nearly 50% less brain shrinkage in the areas that control memory, language, and decision-making. The rate at which their thinking was declining slowed down by around 18% compared to those who didn't take it. Those are not small numbers. Those are the kinds of numbers that make researchers stop and pay very close attention. Now, I want to be completely honest with you because that's what you deserve. Liraglutide is not yet approved specifically for Alzheimer's. Larger trials are still running and final results are on the way. But here is what makes this so powerful. This isn't some experimental compound being created from scratch. It already exists. Doctors already know how it behaves in the body. It already has a long safety record, and scientists believe it may be protecting the brain in a way nothing has managed to do before. One leading researcher put it like this: think about how certain medications protect the heart and help prevent heart attacks. Now imagine something that could do the exact same thing for your brain. That is the level of potential the scientific community is now talking about. So what does this mean for you right now? If you or someone you love is living with early Alzheimer's or is worried about memory, this is genuinely encouraging. Not because it's a magic solution, but because it represents a completely new way of thinking about how we protect the aging brain. Talk to your doctor. Mention liraglutide. Mention the GLP-1 research on brain health. Ask how your metabolic health, your blood sugar, your inflammation levels might be connecting to your brain long term. Because here is something else this research is teaching us. Brain health and body health are not separate things. They are deeply connected. Keeping blood sugar stable, reducing inflammation, staying physically active, these things don't just protect your heart. They may be among the most powerful tools you have to keep your mind sharp. And here is the part that truly excites me. This is not just one study from one lab. Right now, large-scale trials involving thousands of patients are running across the world, looking at whether this same class of medication can prevent or dramatically slow Alzheimer's in people who are at risk. Early real-world data gathered from millions of patients has suggested that people taking GLP-1 medications had a dramatically lower risk of developing Alzheimer's-related memory loss compared to those on other treatments.
Scientists are now beginning to say something remarkable, that Alzheimer's may not be purely a brain disease. It may be a whole body disease, where how we eat, how we move, and how our metabolism functions all play a direct role in whether our brain stays sharp or begins to fade. That is a fundamental shift in how medicine thinks about this condition. If there is one thing I want you to carry with you after watching this, it's this. The story of Alzheimer's is changing. For a long time, a diagnosis felt like the end of hope. But what science is showing us right now, with real research and real results, is that there is more reason for optimism than there has ever been before. You are not helpless. Your doctor has more to work with than ever before. And the coming years may bring changes that transform what this disease means for millions of families. Please share this video with someone you love, a parent, a spouse, a friend, because this is exactly the kind of information people need to hear. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below and tell me, has Alzheimer's touched your family? I read every single one. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.